Is it clear, Mayfa?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah. All right. So, Abrar, are you here?
Yes, Mr.
Okay, good. Abdullah, okay, still waiting for, okay, Saeed, fine. Mus'ab, where is Mus'ab? Let me join all of you, please, so we can start at the same time. All right. Saeed? Saeed?
Yes, Mister.
Very good. So please, dear students, as I said, I will have to share this screen, as you can see. Just wait. Yes. Do you see the topic? The sheet?
Yes.
Yes, all of you?
Yes.
All right. So this is an example of a topic. Since you will have to answer a given question, a topic, in the class test. So have a look at this one, please, all of you. This is how to give a topic, a question. This is the way we give. So someone read the topic, please. Dan.
Okay.
Yalla.
Based on what you read from The Importance of Being Earnest, written by Oscar Wilde, answer the following question.
Yes.
Do I continue?
Yeah, continue. What's the question?
Question. How can you see the social classification in The Importance of Being Earnest?
Very good. Stop in here. This is how we provide you. This is the type of the question we can or we have to provide you with. So in here, since we discussed about the social classes in relation, you remember the last lesson, which was about the analysis of the characters in connection or in relation to social classes and so on. You know that there are, during the Victorian era, there are three classes which characterize the society. We have the upper class, middle class, and we have a very poor class. So we have three classes. And here, we have categorized our characters into two classes, two social classes. We have characters who belong to the upper class, like Lady Bracknell and Algernon, and we have other characters who belong to the middle class, like Jack and Cecily. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes. All right. So this is your essay, which starts with the introduction, as you can see. This is my introduction to start with. Yes, Abrar, read the introduction, please.
Social class is an important theme in many different works of literature. The importance of being earnest is no exception. In this play, social class is one of the main themes and the cause of much conflicts in the play.
Yes, very good. So this is an example of introduction to start the essay with. All right? So social class is an important theme in many different works of literature. It means in any work of literature, so or other, I mean not many, but many or a lot of works of art, works of literature, we or writers or poets or dramatists talk about social class. Not only Oscar Wilde, other writers already talk about. Anyway, so the importance of being earnest is no exception. It means that we found social class and the importance of being earnest. In this play, social class is one example. In this play, social class is one of the main themes and the cause of much conflict in the play. As simple as such. This is a very accurate and precise introduction. Now, as you can see, I have to leave the space for the introduction. I have to leave this space. And you write your introduction as you can see. We'll have to jump a line. We have to jump a line here between both paragraphs, and we start the body. As you can see, the body is, or my body is composed of 2 paragraphs. Let's start with the first paragraph of the body. Maitha? Maitha?
Where, teacher?
Yes, go ahead, read the first paragraph of the body.
Okay. Algernon experiences a conflict with social class. He wants to marry Cecily, who is not a member of the
Aristocracy.
Okay, aristocracy, like him. Lady Bracknell is skeptical of his union at first. She doesn't want her nephew to marry beneath him. She learns, however, that Cecily is actually quite rich. She's still not a member of the upper class, but she's an acceptable match for Algernon.
Yeah, very good. So see, here, for example, we start talking about Algernon, who belongs to a social class, or to the upper class, sorry. Remember, always you have to remember that you have to connect the social class to the characters in order to answer correctly. Is it clear? So when here we start talking about Algernon, then we move to Lady Bracknell and so on and so forth. All right, including also Cecily. All right, is it clear, the first paragraph? We discussed this before.
Yes.
Yes, any question? Adhkar? Shahad?
No, mister.
All right, so next paragraph, let's say with Adhkar Rujaybun. Adhkar? Adhkar?
Social classes also faces problems for Jack, who doesn't even know who his parents are. Lady Bracknell doesn't like this and refuses to allow Gwendolyn to marry him. She doesn't mind hurting her daughter to keep her out of a bad union. Even
Jack's assurance
that he wants to marry Gwendolyn do not convince her. Only when she learns that he has a good background and is actually her nephew.
Yeah, thank you. So again, we have to talk about Jack. Social class also causes problems for Jack, who doesn't even know who his parents are. Lady Bracknell doesn't like this and refuses to allow Gwendolyn to marry him. She doesn't mind hurting her daughter to keep her out of the bad union. We said that Lady Bracknell is a very strong woman. That's why she doesn't care about her daughter's feelings. We have to know that Gwendolyn accepts Jack to get married with him. All right, in spite of his unknown background, social background, but she accepts him because he is a gentleman and he has money, and also he is a respected man. But despite that, Lady Bracknell insists that this match will not be completed or finished. Later on, at the end, as you know, she discovers that Jack is her nephew, and so on and so forth. You know the ending of the passage. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Next paragraph. Let's say Shahid al-Zajali.
The result of this conflict is to make the upper class to look rather foolish. Lady Bracknell has principles, but she is willing to sacrifice them when money is involved. The play comments on the upper class's treatment of the middle class and shows that unless they can profit from it, the upper class is not overly concerned with the member of the middle class.
Very good. In this paragraph, we are making comparison between the upper class and the middle class. In other words, you know that the upper class has been ruling the whole of Britain. It means that people who are who belong to the upper class are ruling Britain or were ruling Britain for a long time. The middle class is rising up slowly in order to break this what? In order to break this power of the upper class. So that is why we said from the beginning that this play is just a criticism. Oscar Wilde is trying to criticize the upper class society, and mainly, indirectly, he wants to criticize the Victorian family. That's why later on he was jailed and so on and so forth for some reason, or indirectly they jailed him for such viewpoint anyway, or for his viewpoint, which was really harsh for the Victorian family. So that's why in here we always say that we have to think critically. Since we are studying, or since we are learning literature, we have to think critically. Do not, for example, just write the literal meaning of something, or understand the literal meaning. You have to go beyond and behind and the lines of a given play or a given novel. So in here, as I said again, the middle class is trying to break the power of the upper class. Jack is a symbol of a middle class member who wants to break the rules made by the upper class. The upper class symbolized by Lady Bracknell. Is it clear, please?
Yes.
All right, what about the others? Do you have any question, please? Abrar?
No.
All right.
No.
Okay. So let's see the last paragraph, which is the conclusion with Saeed. Saeed? Saeed Al-Hashmi? Saeed? Saeed Al-Hashmi? Okay, let's see someone else. Farah Al-Farouji. Farah, go ahead. Farah? Farah.
Can I read, mister?
Okay, go ahead, Dana, read.
In conclusion, the idea of social class is very important to the play. During the time that the play took place, there were a lot of changes occurring in regards to social class and status in Britain. The rise of a middle class really shook things up, and this is reflected in the conflicts of the play.
Very good. This conclusion is quite nice and very to the point. In conclusion, the idea of social class is very important to the play. Here we are talking about the play itself. During the time that the play took place, it means this play was written in the 1890s, as you know, when the Victorians were ruling Britain. There were a lot of changes occurring in regards to social class and status in Britain. So we can say that Oscar Wilde played a big and very important role in changing the society in Britain. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is very important, and this is what is clear when Jack was able to break the rule made by Lady Bracknell and so on and so forth, and he was able to defeat or to defend his position. He was able to defend his position and so on and so forth. So, as you can see, this is the essay we have the introduction, as you can see. You have to make the spacing before you start. Then moving to the body, you have in here 3 paragraphs, 3 separate paragraphs. You can mix them and just write 2 paragraphs only. It's up to you. And lastly, we have the conclusion. So we have 5 paragraphs essay or 4 paragraphs essay in general. This is what you can read, or this is what you can write even during the class test. Is it clear, please?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Do you have any question before start copying? Before starting copying?
No.
All right. So please open your notebooks and start copying this essay.
All of it, mister?
Yes, this is very important and you have to copy now. It will help you.
Okay.
Teacher,
Yeah, it will help you to answer any given question. Talking about the class test, it will help you to well answer or to, yes, Musab, all right. Let me admit your friend Musab. So go ahead, please.
teacher,
Yes, Maitha.
this exact question will come in the exam? Like,
Yeah, similar.
it might come in the exam?
It might come similar because the whole play revolves around this theme, the social classification or the social classes in relation to characters. So that is why I provided you with such an essay, which will help you in the class test, inshallah. That's why, okay? Is it clear?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead, please, take notes. مصعب 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 Shall I scroll down or no?
Not yet.
Okay.
Or you can scroll down a little bit, Mister.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, like Mister, we leave one line between them, right?
Yeah, but once you finish the introduction, leave one line, go back and start the body. Again, leave the spacing here in the first line, as we usually do.
Okay.
Yes, good girl. Thank you. Adkar Farah, are you following?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay. Saeed. Saeed.
Yes, Mister.
Okay, fine. I thought you were not with us since you have a bad connection. Go ahead and take notes, please.
Okay.
Teacher, can you scroll down?
Okay. Shall I scroll more, please?
Yes, Mr. Scroll down.
Okay. Saeed.
Yes, Mr. I'm here.
All right, go ahead. Don't worry. If you lose something or a detail or something, you will find the lesson on the platform. All online lessons, you will find them on the platform. Don't worry. Okay? Please, dear students, I have to end this session because already it's going to end very soon, less than 1 minute, and I will relaunch another one. Don't leave, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, I have to
Okay.
end now and I will relaunch another session. Just don't leave, stay where you are.